Secrets by Shannon Pemrick. Narrated by Michelle from Google. My body ached from the torture I had endured. 2 soldiers dragged me back to my cell, each holding me by an arm, and dropped me every so often to remind me how powerless I was. I didn't utter a sound when they tossed me on the stone floor of the holding cell. I just waited for them to leave before I struggled to pull myself to my feet and drag myself to my corner. I didn't acknowledge anyone as I curled up. I didn't deserve the sympathy they'd try to give. The only thing I deserved was their hatred for what I had done. So I closed my eyes and remembered the memory the soldiers had interrupted. I'd remember, even though I knew other memories would also follow. Chapter 1. Dead leaves crunched under the hooves of my mount as we traveled through the dense forest. Birds chirped their late afternoon songs and insects sheared. A light breeze rustled the leaves in the canopy, and a brook babbled in the distance. I gazed around, tucking loose strands of my violet hair behind my ear, and inhaled the petrichor odor still clinging to the air from the remnants of a rainstorm earlier this morning. I had no idea where I was, but Talali had assured me this black elk knew the way, so I trusted her words and this creature to bring me to my destination. The elk halted suddenly and exhaled. Glancing around, I slid off the giant elk's back and removed the bridle and reins from the elk's face. Giving him a quick scratch on the nose, I stuffed the tack into a small bag sewn into the cloth saddle. The elk huffed at me before heading back the way we had come. Now alone, I had no real idea where I was. Talali assured me the elk would bring me to the edge of their territory, but that didn't help me get back to the campsite if I was lost. Inhaling deeply, I caught the faint scent of Vicodin. Breathing in again, I assessed the odor to be a few days old, and not far from my current location. Making sure my bag was secure on my back, I headed out. We had traveled nearby when we had been searching for the burial site. If I head north from here, I should end up at the campsite. It was strange traveling back alone, but it was for the best. The moment I had woken up, I spent little time waiting. I had eaten with my men, gave last-minute orders, and headed out, all before Vicodin had woken up. I didn't need him or his little games around. I had real lives on the line and real problems to deal with. Vicodin could take his boredom and waste someone else's time. I halted when a large shadow blocked out the sun briefly. I looked up but saw nothing. Shrugging it off, I continued on until the shadow appeared again, but this time it lasted longer. I stopped walking, but didn't look up even when the shadow...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?